For today's social studies lesson, we're going to be talking all about Connecticut symbols. So things that our state is known for. And this book is written by Emily McAuliffe. Today we'll read some of this book, and then in our second lesson this week, we will finish the book and read the rest. Connecticut facts and symbols. Here's our table of contents so you can see the different things that we will be learning about over the course of these two lessons. We have our Connecticut map. Here's Hartford. Manchester is right around here to the east of Hartford. New York would be down here, so New York's off to the side and underneath. Massachusetts is above. Rhode Island is off to this side, and you can see where Connecticut is in relation to the rest of the United States, where that red part there. Some fast facts. The capital of Connecticut is Hartford. The largest city is Bridgeport, and it has almost 140,000 people who live there. The size of Connecticut, it covers 5,544 square miles, or 14,359 square kilometers. It is the third smallest state. The location of Connecticut is part of New England. So this region is in the northeastern corner of the United States. And we have learned about a lot of these facts already, so this should be a review for you. So remember, New England is this region up here, where we have Maine, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island. Right there is New England. The population, in the 2000 U.S. Census Bureau, there were 3,405,565 people who lived in Connecticut. That was obviously 21 years ago when they took that census information. Statehood, Connecticut became the 5th state on January 9th, 1788. The natural resources, which you've learned about, is Connecticut has sand, gravel, and stone. Some of the goods that it manufactures. Connecticut's factory workers make submarines, tools, aircraft engines, and parts. Factories also produce medical supplies and instruments. And last, crops. So farmers in Connecticut grow tobacco, mushrooms, sweet corn, and apples. I bet a lot of us have been apple picking before. All right, state name and nickname. Connecticut's name comes from the Native American word Connecticut. The word means beside the long tidal river. The river's water rises and falls like ocean tides. The Connecticut River flows through the state to the Atlantic Ocean. Connecticut's nickname is the Constitution State. In 1639, Connecticut became the first colony to adopt a written constitution. And the Constitution explained the laws of the Connecticut colony. And Connecticut kept its constitution when it became a state. Some people call Connecticut the Nutmeg State. So there are two nicknames here that people call Connecticut. Nutmegs are seeds, and they grow on evergreen trees in some tropical areas. Connecticut peddlers, so these are people who sold nutmegs and nutmeg graters, and people grated the seeds into a powdered spice. They used the spice to flavor their food. Some early settlers believe peddlers sold them wooden nutmegs. And then this caption for the picture is that this is the Connecticut River, and it is the state's largest river. Again, where the word Connecticut comes from. It references our river. Here is a picture here of the state seal with the motto on it. So Connecticut has had 3 different state seals, and the government officials used images from earlier seals to create the current seal. Officials approved the current seal in 1931. The state seal reminds Connecticuters, which is what you call people from Connecticut, of their state government. The seal also makes government papers official. Connecticut's state seal is oval-shaped. A Latin phrase borders the outer edge of the oval. The words mean the Great Seal of the state of Connecticut. Connecticut's state seal shows the success of its European settlers. 3 grapevines are in the center of the seal. The grapes on the vines show that the settlers were able to farm Connecticut's land. The Latin state motto is on the ribbon below the grapevines. This phrase means he who transplanted still sustains. So settlers worked really hard after they moved to Connecticut, and they did well there. And some people believe that Connecticut's motto might come from a Bible verse in the book of Psalms. And so, like they said, this motto is actually written in a different language. It's written in Latin, but they translated it to mean he who transplanted still sustains. State, capital, and flag. So here's our Capitol building and our state flag. The state Capitol building is in the capital city of Hartford. Government officials work in the state capitol. They meet there to make the state's laws. Connecticut has had 3 capitals. Fire destroyed the first capitol in 1783, and workers finished building the second capitol in 1796. Today, Connecticuters call it the Old State House. This building is the oldest existing capitol building in the United States. Connecticut's government moved into a new capitol in 1879. Workers used New England marble and granite to build the capitol. A large gold-covered dome tops the building. Connecticut government officials adopted a state flag in 1897. The flag has a blue background with the state coat of arms in the center. The state motto is on a white ribbon below the coat of arms. So it's that same motto that we saw on the state seal. And you'll notice on the coat of arms, you have the 3 grapevines, just like you do on the state seal. And it says, a large gold-covered dome tops Connecticut's capital. And state bird. The American robin became Connecticut's state bird in 1943. Many robins live in Connecticut during spring and summer. They fly to warmer areas during winter. Some robins live in the state all year. These robins live in swampy areas and eat berries during winter. Adult robins are about 9 to 11 inches, which is 23 to 28 centimeters long. Their bills are thin and yellow. Robins have dark heads and gray backs. Their breast feathers are red-orange. Robins eat mainly fruit. They also eat insects and worms. Robins build cup-shaped nests out of mud, grass, and twigs. Females lay eggs 2 to 3 times each year. They lay 3 to 5 eggs each time. Young robins fly out of their nests 14 to 16 days after hatching. And some robins still live in Connecticut during the winter. And you'll know it's a robin's egg if you ever see like a nice pale blue colored eggshell. That is a robin's egg. And this is where we will stop for today. So when we come back to do our second part of this lesson later this week, we will read the state tree, state flower, state animal, and then learn about some other really cool, interesting state symbols. So what you'll do is you'll click to the next slide and answer some questions about what you just read.